I think one thing which I will say at the outset is that the Honorable Chief Minister represents the leadership of this country, which I think makes me very optimistic about India's future. And I have known him for a few years now and seen him function. He's very focused on development. And it's not very ordinary for politicians in India to be so focused as he is on development. His worldview has been that Mumbai is the gateway to the state, and if Mumbai doesn't do well, the state doesn't do well. And that is a major difference from what we have heard from previous leaders of this state. And I think it's the right view that you have, sir. So Mumbai has particularly flourished under his leadership, and in fact, what you're seeing is only the tip of the iceberg. We will walk through all his plans for Mumbai. But, sir, I would actually first start with the state of Maharashtra. You have a dream to take this to $1 trillion by the turn of this decade, and then $5 trillion. Maharashtra alone will become a $5 trillion economy by 2047. Walk us through the plan, how you're thinking about it, what will happen, and how this will take place.
I think, first of all, thank you, Ridham, for those kind words. We actually have created a roadmap to make Maharashtra a $1 trillion economy. I think last year we have passed the mark of $500 billion. So amongst all Indian states, we are the nearest, and we can achieve a $1 trillion economy mark by 2030. And for that, we actually created one economic advisory council under the chairmanship of the chairman of Tata Sons. And there were 20 CEOs from different fields, diverse fields, were part of this economic advisory council. And it worked for around 9 months. And it has actually charted a roadmap to make Maharashtra the first $1 trillion economy. It has given us the investment strategies. It has given us the focused areas, how to accelerate our growth, and how can we leverage, Maharashtra's key position as a economic growth engine of India. And after this report, we actually, Mitra, which is the state avatar of Niti Aayog. So we have appointed Mitra, our Niti Aayog, to actually look into the implementation of this economic development plan. And we have already started implementing that plan, which actually focuses a lot around creating infrastructures, creating new age industries, strategies around financing, infrastructure, and many things. It also includes social sector. It also includes how to leverage our position as leaders in service sector, in fintech. It also allows us to, leverage our position as the horticulture leaders of India. So how to invest in agriculture, how to do value addition in agriculture. So the entire, plan is being created, and we have now set targets for us to implement this plan. Having said that, as you have also talked about $5 trillion economy, we are also making one plan of Viksit Maharashtra, because Honorable Prime Minister has made a plan of Viksit Bharat by 2047. And we want to align our vision with the vision of Honorable Prime Minister. And that is why this plan we are making. And we feel that by 2047, Maharashtra can be a $5 trillion economy. And this MMR region alone can be 1.5 trillion economy. So we are working around that. And in this plan, the long-term vision is 2047, the mid-term vision is 2035, and the short-term vision is 2029. And for the 2029 vision, we are also creating our KRS for every single year. So our targets for every single years. And I think that by 2nd of October, we will be unveiling our this Viksit Maharashtra 2047 plan. So I think now from planning perspective, we are ready. Now, the most difficult part comes, that is implementation. But I'm very hopeful. The way we are progressing, I'm very hopeful that we'll be able to do it.
Sir, Maharashtra has been at the forefront of the boom in India's services sector. It has actually overtaken Bangalore. It was behind Karnataka. In the last few years, we have gained almost 10 percentage points GDP share in services. What is the particular plan that we have going forward for services?
No, I think of late Maharashtra has become a service economy, and the share of service sector has gone up significantly. And I think especially our areas like Mumbai have become fintech capital. And today we can see that in all type of services, Maharashtra is leading the way. So what we really decided is that, you see, ultimately services is no substitution to manufacturing. Our focus is still on manufacturing. And I must tell you that in last 10 years, if you look at our contribution of manufacturing in GSDP in, let's say, 10 years back in 2013-14, it was 3 lakh crore. And in 10 years, it has become 10 lakh crore. So it has at least more than 3 times it has gone up. Having said that, I think naturally today, when we talk about Industry 4.0, when we talk about tech-led manufacturing, I think the thin line between service industry and manufacturing is actually going away. So what we are essentially doing is we are actually equipping our industrial parks with the service economy as well. So data centers and new age industries which are more leaning towards service sector are being focused. And again, policy driven growth is also one of our focused area. So in the services sector, we have made at least 5 big policy initiatives. It may be in logistics, it may be in data center. So in the diverse areas, we have made the policies, and that is actually enabling us to become, at the forefront of this service sector, service industry. Having said that, now you know that today in the space of startups also, Maharashtra has gained a leadership position. In the latest Startup India report, now we have put behind Bangalore and Hyderabad, and we have become the number 1. So I think from startup point of view, if you look, most of these startups are also catering, the service sector. So I think that Maharashtra has created a great ecosystem for the service sector.
So now, sir, coming to manufacturing, because Maharashtra has always been at the forefront of industrial development, has got a very strong ecosystem. If you go to the Pune belt, it is the heartbeat of India's industry. How do you see this panning out over the next 10 years?
So I must tell you that, the strength of Maharashtra has always been manufacturing, and still it is the manufacturing which dominates, our strength. Now we have actually, expanded the geography of manufacturing. If you look at the historical manufacturing centers of Maharashtra, they've always been MMR region and Pune. Now we are going beyond that. If you look at Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, now the Auric city in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar is the new manufacturing magnet. And very soon, I'm sure that it will be the EV capital of India. The amount of, various industries which are coming and which are manufacturing EVs in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar is absolutely amazing. Again, now we are developing Nasik, we are developing Gadchiroli. Now Gadchiroli is becoming new steel city of India. And I'm so happy to tell you that just look 7-8 years back, and Gadchiroli was no industry district. Gadchiroli was, left-wing extremism affected district, and nobody was ready to invest. But in 2017, we started investing in Gadchiroli, and we gave confidence to, industries that, look, this is a mineral-rich area, and you can actually invest here. And today, the case is that, already we will be 30% of our steel manufacturing capacity of India will be in Gadchiroli, and soon Gadchiroli will become #1 steel hub. We have already started investments worth 1 lakh crore in Gadchiroli. So if you look at different cities now, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, they are also becoming manufacturing hubs. Now, the city like Dhule, the Narana MIDC, which we are creating, that is absolutely transforming, the way logistics used to be part of the northern part of Maharashtra. Again, if you look at the Raigad district is becoming a new magnet of industrialization. So I think that manufacturing has been our strength, and now that strength is also expanding the geographical boundaries. It is no more two-city manufacturing, it is pan-Maharashtra manufacturing.
Sir, critical to this success will be infrastructure.
Absolutely.
And you have been a major proponent of building infrastructure. Under your leadership, we have seen new highways, and now there is a new port coming up north of Mumbai. Walk us through the infrastructure plan, what investments we plan to make, and how this will pan out in the next few years.
So I think in my last tenure, I started infrastructure projects worth more than $40 billion. And now I think our plan is to invest 100 billion in infrastructure. And I must tell you that we have already tied up for 50 billion with the Indian banks. And soon we are tying up with foreign banks for rest of the 50 billion. So 100 billion pipeline of infrastructure is being created. And I think the Wadhavan port is a game changer. It is going to make us a maritime superpower, because we know that 60% of our container traffic is handled by the JNPT port. Now this Wadhavan port is 3 times bigger than JNPT. And from the day one of its completion, it will be one amongst the first 10 ports of the world. So it will be able to handle a lot of cargo. And again, I must tell you that this port has 20-meter deep draft. So the biggest vessel of the world can dock into this port. So that is going to give additional advantage. Today, when we aspire to become part of new supply chain, I think the port infrastructure is very important. Again, with this port, we are also developing an airport. So the third airport of Mumbai will be developed at Wadhavan. And, I must tell you that, we are creating a lot of ports, airports, roads. You have seen Samruddhi Highway, now will create Nagpur-Goa Shaktipit Highway. These 2 highways will actually integrate almost entire Maharashtra with our both ports. Because from Igatpuri, we are creating one access control road to Wadhavan port. So the port-led development, which was up till now available to few districts, will be available to 3/4 of Maharashtra. And that will, change the way we used to conduct our business. And that will change the logistics also, because we'll be able to bring down the logistics cost. The goods which used to travel 7 days to reach a port will reach the port in 24 hours. And that will actually change the entire economics. Now, we have already started building a new airport in Nagpur, a brownfield airport. This year, we intend to start building a new airport at Pune. We already started building an airport at Shirdi. So, we'll also be building a new airport in Gadchiroli. We have already started an airport in Amravati. So, I think huge infrastructure push is being given. And having said that, not just highways or port and airport, look at the metro network which we have created in Nagpur, in Pune and Mumbai. Now Mumbai by 2030 will be world's 5th largest or longest metro network, and it will cater entire MMR region. And this coastal road which you can see, what we intend to do is that we want to create a third Mumbai between Atal Setu and this new airport, New Mumbai Airport. This new Mumbai airport will be operational by, let's say, August. And we want to build a fourth Mumbai, which will be near Vadhavan. So, Vasai, Virar, Vadhavan, Palghar, this will be the fourth Mumbai, because just look at the ecosystem which is being created there. India's largest port, India's one of the biggest airport, and also bullet train stop. And this coastal road, which you are looking at now, this coastal road we will be completing Bandra to Warsaw, from Warsaw to Bhayandar, from Bhayandar to Virar, Uttan, from Uttan to Virar, from Virar to Palghar, from Palghar to Vadhavan. So this entire stretch will be a coastal road. Now just look at this fourth Mumbai, like the third Mumbai is extension of Mumbai. We are creating a new Mumbai. So because now from Mumbai to New Mumbai, it is a matter of 20-25 minutes to reach. This third Mumbai or fourth Mumbai which we are creating, there also reaching to this fourth Mumbai will be a matter of 30 minutes from Mumbai. So a huge MMR agglomeration, urban agglomeration is going to be created, and that will fuel, the entire economy of our state.
I was going to ask you the question on Mumbai, that so all this infrastructure apart, what other plans do you have for Mumbai?
So I think Mumbai is totally transforming. See, there's a lot of talk about Dharavi redevelopment project. I think that project is going to reshape Mumbai, because it is not just a slum redevelopment project. Dharavi project is absolutely urban transformation project, because which has never happened in the world, we are actually rehabilitating 800,000 people, and almost 70% of them in Dharavi itself. And while planning Dharavi, it's not just a slum. Best of our workforce is in Dharavi. Dharavi is an economic magnet. The leather work, the pottery work, the food industry, you name it, and it is the best done there. I mean, just on the lighter side, if you want to buy any type of shoe with any type of brand, you can get it in Dharavi. That is the amount of workmanship which they possess. So this entire thing is taken care of. We are creating entire new city in Dharavi, which is going to absolutely transform Mumbai. And I think that with our confidence which we have gained from Dharavi, I feel that now I can say that we can make Mumbai slum free. It will take time. It will take at least 7 to 10 years. But now we know the roadmap, how to make Mumbai slum free, how to give housing to the people, how to create sustainable city. I must tell you that since you have asked about Mumbai, what is going to change in Mumbai? So we have already rolled out a single card for Mumbai transportation. We feel that in next 5 years, the entire transportation of Mumbai has to be green. The public transport has to be green. And now this one single card, which we have already rolled out, and soon it will be for public. Now we are experimenting on it. Once it is rolled out in Mumbai, with one single ticket, you will be able to travel the metro, the suburban railway, the mono, the bus, and the water taxi. All type of transportations, public transportation systems, you can access with one single ticket, and will be offering end-to-end solution. So if and should people use the public transport, they should get end-to-end integration on single app, where they are standing, which is the nearest public transport, and where they want to go, which is the nearest stop, and how they can go there. So I think this type of things will be bringing more sustainability to Mumbai. You must be aware that when I became Chief Minister in 2014, I was looking at the sustainability aspect and why, the sea in Mumbai is so stinky. So I was surprised to know that almost all sewer of Mumbai goes into sea, because we did not create the state-of-art STPs. It's mostly the balancing tanks which were created by the Britishers, settling tanks through which the sewer passes. So you can imagine how the water goes into the sea. So I for 3 years struggled and created discharge norms for water into sea, sewage water, treated sewage water. And then now we have already started building, I think, India's biggest STP network in Mumbai. And in next 3 years, it will be complete. And almost, I would say 90% of water which goes into the sea will be totally treated. 10% it's because the Mithi will take further more time. It will take 6 to 7 years. And once, the interceptors of Mithi are completed, then 100% water which flows into sea will be treated water. And then we can see, our seashores, like how we see them in the pristine beaches. So I think such type of sustainable solutions we have already started implementing in Mumbai.
Actually, this audience will learn about this in the next few months, the climate action plan for Mumbai. Yes. I will not talk about it much more now. But, sir, with all this investment, infrastructure taking place, the amazing thing is that Maharashtra is just sitting at about 18% debt to GDP. It is the fiscally most responsible state in India. How do you plan to maintain that fiscal discipline? How will all this get funded?
So you are absolutely right. In Maharashtra, we have always, taken care that we don't compromise with fiscal prudence. Although, we have to face elections and the focus on social sector has to be more, and sometimes we have to roll out certain schemes which have, they are in long term, the schemes are beneficial, but they have a lot of pressure on our budget. But having said that, we have still maintained our debt GDP ratio well, and in future also we intend to maintain this debt GDP ratio well. And that is why, and while maintaining it, we have always taken care that we don't compromise on capital investment. So even today, if you look at the amount of capital investment which we are making, fortunately, if you have a good balance sheet and if you have bankable projects, I think today, money is not a problem. Today, we are doing BOTs, we are now exploring InvITs, we are actually doing annuities. So there are so many instruments which we are using, land monetization we are using. So with these all instruments, because you see, the roads which we are building, this Shaktipit highway, it's a road which will cost us 80,000 crores. The multi-modal corridor, it will cost us around 60,000 crore. The Pune ring road will cost us 30,000 crore. So these huge costs, I think that today, when we look at the cost benefit analysis and their IRR, all these roads are giving good returns. And leveraging those IRRs, we are actually using different mechanisms, different instruments to finance, this entire infrastructure. So up till now, I think our capex is going up, our capital investment is going up, and we are able to maintain it.
Sir, you are the envy of all other states in this country because you account for 40% of this country's FDI. How are you going to maintain this 40% share, or maybe even increase it from here?
So first thing I would say that, I would say that it is a right time where, you aim for FDI, because day in and day out, I actually interact with the people who want to invest in India. So there's huge sentiment to invest in India. And when there is a sentiment, what the investors looks at is very important. Normally, first they look at, the stability in the country. So they find that there is a very proactive, very stable and very strong government at the center in the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. So they choose India. But after choosing India, ultimately they have to invest in some state, because investing in India is investing in states. Now they again look at the ecosystem of every state, and where they find that there is a strong leadership, where there is a stable government, where there are stable policies, where the government is responsive, they start investing. And in Maharashtra, every year we are getting increased share of FDI, because I think that Maharashtra from governance point of view, Maharashtra from stability point of view has been excellent. It is only those 2 years when we were unstable in Maharashtra, our share in FDI went down and we became number 3, number 4. But once again stable government came, the investment flow started and we became number 1. So I think this policy initiatives, and secondly, you see, now we have created a by 3 portal, which is entire digital solution for the investors. It is end-to-end integrated digital platform where investor can experience their investments. I mean, from let's say inception to conception, we say it's like that. And we have ensured that many times when you talk of single window, when you enter that window, there are so many doors you have to knock. So it's not like that. It's real single window where all back-end integration has been done, and all empowered people are kept at the back end. So this single window system is giving us a leverage over other states, that people feel that now investing in Maharashtra has become hassle-free. And again, I must tell you that in Maharashtra we have created a very good land bank. Our MIDC, which is our industrial estate company, that is actually creating plug and play industrial parks where land is readily available. So you don't have to scout for, you don't have to search for land. And again, we have a policy that apart from our general policies, if we feel that a particular business requires some tweaking in our policies, because today the needs of business have changed. You cannot have one policy fits for all. There are times where you have to tweak your policies. For that, we have created our committee, Cabinet Committee on Investment, which meets every month. And this Cabinet Committee on Investments, if required, a proposal for tweaking in any policy, it comes before I head that committee, and our committee normally decides that yes, the ask is right and we should do it. So this flexibility we have maintained, and that is why I think we are the most favored destination so far as FDI is concerned and so far as investment is concerned.
Sir, I want to talk about 2 more sectors before we open it to audience. So one is about agriculture, which I know is very close to your heart. I think Maharashtra has infinite potential in agriculture, and I think we have not yet tapped into it. So what should we expect as a plan for agriculture and farmers?
You are absolutely right. Right now, so far as horticulture is concerned, Maharashtra is the leader. Horticulture export is concerned, Maharashtra is a leader. But when it comes to agriculture, I think we need to work more, because from productivity standpoint, Maharashtra is 5th or 6th in entire country. And when I look at the agriculture landscape of Maharashtra, in fact, Maharashtra is one state where 52% of our agriculture or our agriculture area is drought prone. So we need to provide water security to our farmers. We have to provide them, electricity. and of course the entire paraphernalia around agriculture we have to provide them. What is the biggest problem in agriculture sector in Maharashtra is that there is a low land holding and there is less capacity to invest. Today, due to climate change, the amount of investment which is required in agriculture is huge. And I think that technology is something which can actually change the shape of agriculture in Maharashtra. And that is why we have started infusing a lot of technology. Yesterday I was in Pune, and we organized agri hackathon. And in that agri hackathon, we came up with so many brilliant ideas, brilliant technologies. Because today, you see, we need to have better use of water. We have to have better use of nutrients, better use of pesticides. Everything has to be optimized, because otherwise the input cost goes up and the final realization to the farmer comes down. And that is why now we have started infusing technology. We have started using AI in agriculture. And today, like Israel, we are promoting the fertigation technologies in agriculture. We have started giving new variety of seeds which are certified seeds. And we have already told all the people who are into the seed business that they have to register with our portal, and their seeds should be tracked back from where they have come. So we are trying to give better seeds. We are trying to give, new technologies to the farmers. And one more thing which we have already started giving is now we are actually giving power free to our farmers. Now this free power sometimes it becomes cumbersome, but what is our idea, or what idea we created, is something which is very brilliant. We have separate agri feeders in Maharashtra. So the power which goes to agriculture goes from separate feeder. 2 years back, I started a feeder solarization scheme, whereby we are solarizing all the agriculture feeders. Today, 30% of our energy is used in agriculture, which is 16 gigawatt, 16,000 megawatt. And by 2026 December, this entire 16 gigawatt of energy will come from solar. And I must tell you, already 4,000 we have already done. And I must tell you that how it benefits us also, that today when we supply power to a farmer, power costs us 8 rupees. And we used to charge them 1 rupee 25 paise. Half of the, the remaining, the gap, half of the gap was given as subsidy from the budget, and half of the money was put on industry as a cross subsidy. So in turn, the industry was also not getting, cheap power. Now with this initiative, our power cost is coming down from 8 to 3 rupees. So the entire cross subsidy is going, and we are able to provide our farmers cheap power at daytime, 12 hours, 365 days. And this will also change, the productivity of our farmers. So I think many initiatives which we have taken up in the agriculture sector is now going to turn around the entire agriculture sector. It is going to turn around the productivity, and it is going to increase the realization of the farmers vis-a-vis their input cost and their actual selling price.
But sir, when this happens, I think the biggest gain will be for manufacturing.
Absolutely.
Because today manufacturing is really the biggest impediment is high.
So I must tell you one thing, that it is not just my words, but we have already started doing it. We have to take the approval of multi-year tariff from our regulator, which is MERC. So we just now submitted and got cleared our multi-year tariff for year 2025 to 2030. Now, if you look at the historical trend, every year we used to increase power cost by 9%. From 2025 this year up to 2030, every year we are bringing down the cost of power, every year. And I must tell you that even after bringing down, today my distribution company, the accumulated losses of my distribution company is 95,000 crores. By 2030, it will be only 5,000 crores. I'll be covering 90,000 crores.
It's incredible.
So that's total turnaround. And by 2030, the mix of renewable energy in my entire portfolio will be 52%. So I will be inching towards, carbon neutrality in terms of energy very soon.
Wow, that's incredible. Last sector that I'll touch upon is tourism.
Yeah.
It's booming in India. I think Maharashtra is a natural place for tourism. How do you think this will pan out in the next 5 years?
So I think you are absolutely right that Maharashtra is a very natural destination because we have pristine beaches of Konkan, we have the entire Western Ghat, we have best of the national parks, Nagpur being tiger capital, we have Tadoba. So all type of tourism opportunities. We have Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's forts, which are actually heritage sites and very exciting sites. So we have everything. But somehow I totally agree that we have not been able to leverage this tourism potential to the extent we should have been. And that is why we have now made a focus plan of next 5 years to bring Maharashtra on the top on the tourism map of India, and that includes not just creating the infrastructure but creating the tourism culture as well. So we are trying to involve the communities into tourism, like in the forest area, where in the national parks there is a conflict between man and animal, humans and animal. Now, how to reduce this conflict? So we have now integrated our communities and have created conservancies, whereby the communities are also empowered. They will be getting livelihood, and at the same time, this conflict will be reduced. So many such type of initiatives where we have started involving the communities and creating a tourism culture amongst the communities. I think that will transform the entire tourism sector. So now lot of focus today is on our tourism sector.
2 points I'll make, sir. Thank you for approving the Taj Bandstand, because I think that's an iconic hotel.
Yes.
It's going to change the future of this city. And second is that I had the good fortune of meeting your IT and Culture Minister, Shailaji, and I had suggested to him that we should start a temple tour in Mumbai, because
Absolutely.
Mumbai has some of the most iconic temples in India.
Oh, that's a great idea. I think we'll do it.
Thank you, sir. Let me see if there are any questions in the audience. I think, yes, there's one there at the back.
Hello, sir. So we are in the top 5 global economies of the world with similar market cap. But we are yet to see Mumbai in the top 20 or 25 financial centers of the world. So there are various parameters in terms of infrastructure, safety, cleanliness, quality of living, quality of commute. When can we see Mumbai featuring in top 10 or top 20 financial centers of the world?
So I think formally Mumbai may not be a very formal recognized top 10 financial center, but having said that, I think Mumbai has the entire ecosystem of being a financial center, and of course Mumbai is the financial capital of India, and the amount of fintech which is happening in Mumbai, I think it is the best in entire country, and if you look at, those, banks and financial institutions and fintech companies which are now entering in Mumbai, I think soon, formally also, Mumbai will be one of the best, financial capital or of a city with, financial business in the world.
I just wanted to check up what is the plan for the pollution which is now happening in the city of Bombay. We are reaching almost like the same lines as Delhi. So what are the thoughts? Because that affects the quality of life.
So I think you are absolutely right. There are two things. The entire city is going into redevelopment. So the amount of work which government is doing, if you go on any street, you will find that the metro work is happening. The concrete roads are being laid. New pipelines are being laid. And, today, the major part of Mumbai, which was built 50 years back, 60 years back, 70 years back, is now going into redevelopment because of our policies. And that is why I think you can see a lot of pollution in Mumbai. But in next 3 to 4 years, most of this infrastructure work will be complete. And then I think on that count, we'll be able to, bring down the pollution. Having said that, I must tell you that as I've already said in my few answers, that when the entire, this public transport of Mumbai becomes 100% green, and when we provide end-to-end integration of public transport, I think we'll be able to bring down the number of vehicles or private used vehicles on the roads of Mumbai, because one of the biggest polluters in Mumbai are the private vehicles which we see on the road. So that's what we are doing. And again, I must tell you that our initiatives like this solid waste and liquid waste management, which we are doing, will also bring a lot of sustainability into Mumbai.
And also the water bodies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Chief Minister, sir, for taking time out. All the wonderful work that you are doing for Mumbai further adds to the immense pride of being a Mumbaikar. And also it's great to see the words like KRA into the government lexicon and having time targets. My question is on the fiscal side, which Rhythm also touched upon. In your mind, how do you prioritize the fiscal, math, comparing the social versus the infra? So we have schemes like the Larki Behan Yojana, right, which is a wonderful scheme to transfer wealth to the bottom of the pyramid and to the needy. And there's also the limited capital to invest in some of these infrastructure projects. How do you balance that math?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. And initially, when we started the Larki Behan scheme, actually that question also came into my mind, that how am I going to balance the entire budget. But then what I did, I said, let's plan reverse. So I sat with my finance people and I said, we want to sustain the growth. So apart from social sector, let's say what amount of money we need to invest on infrastructure this year. Do the back calculation, identify the projects, and we'll bring the money. So anyhow, today so many instruments are available through which you can, we have a fairly good balance sheet, so we can bring the money. So in any way, will not allow this all social sector spending cut down on our capital expenditure. And I must tell you that after upping the social sector spending by 4 times, we are not cutting on our capital expenditure. In fact, we are increasing our capital expenditure every year. And I think in next 2 to 3 years or 4 years, we'll be able to sustain this social sector spending on account of our budget.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a real pleasure conversing with you, and I've learned a lot of things today, and I'm particularly impressed with your energy plan for the state, and I think we are looking forward to a really bright future for Maharashtra state.
Thank you, Rhythm. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.